Hi everybody, my name is ESTELA ARAGON and this is Trumpet Headquarters. Today we're going to do a beginner warm-up. If you're a beginner or intermediate player, this warm-up will be very useful for you. So let's jump right in. Alright guys, this is the first page of the trumpet warm-up. This is a beginner level warm-up and it must be done daily before you play anything else. This is the most important part of your daily playing, so go slowly and follow the directions. Now before I get started, I do want to let you know it's important that you can play a middle C for this warm-up, which is in the third space of the staff, and that's just so you can complete most of the warm-up successfully. Now if you're still working your way up to that, that's okay, just do what you can do for now. So the first step of the warm-up is buzzing. We buzz to get loose and get better at listening. The two most important parts of buzzing are having a strong buzz and buzzing the correct pitch. Always ask your teacher if your buzz is on the right path. The buzzing part of the day should be quick but very accurate, which means correct pitches. To buzz the correct pitch, you can play the notes first and then buzz them. You can use an app like Tonal Energy, which is what I'm going to do in the demonstration. Or you can use a piano and buzz along with it. The piano part is written right here for you. Slur everything and use a metronome. Remember, never buzz just to buzz and use your ears. Now, before you do this, if you are right-handed, hold your mouthpiece with your left hand, and if you're left-handed, hold it with your right hand. We want to hold the mouthpiece with our weak hand so that we're not putting too much pressure on our embouchure. Now, as you go along the warm-up and you get to the bottom of that first page, you'll notice this is pretty low. This is a low F sharp and it's our lowest note on the trumpet. Just work your way down as much as you can. If you can't make it all the way to the end, that's okay. In a week or two or in a month, you'll slowly start making it there. Now here is the demonstration of the buzzing section. Alright, now we are at page 2 of our warm-up. This step is long tones. Long tones help us get a better sound, better air control, improve accuracy, which is hitting the right note at the right time, and much more. The most important part about long tones is to keep a steady sound. The volume should be the same, and the note should be clean. No cracks, no volume changes. Play at the given tempo, and when necessary, replay notes that aren't up to standard. Now, if you're a beginner, I have a couple tips for you. First off, if you don't know the fingering for a note yet, look it up in the fingering chart on the last page of this warm-up and write it above the note in pencil. After a week, erase it, and don't forget your metronome. The other tip is if you can't make it all the way up to the E, which is the highest note in the long tone section, just go up to as high as you can and then work your way down to the end of it. As you go down to the bottom of this page, you'll notice that the lowest note for the long tones is a low G. Now here is a demonstration of the long tone section. Alright guys, now here we are still on page 2. This is just the bottom of page 2. There's a small section right there called Learn the Trumpet Harmonics. Harmonics on the trumpet are all the fingering combinations we use in a specific order. They are important to know for flexibility exercises and much more. Start on low C and play the following combinations going down and then back up. You can also start on any open note like G or the next C and it's still going to work. So you see here the first one is 0, which means open, so that's going to be your low C. And then the next combination is 2, and now you're going to go down. It's very important that you play going down from C. Otherwise, you're going to end up playing other notes that are above C, and that's not how this should be done. So here is the demonstration for the trumpet harmonics. at page 3 of our warm-up, and this section is called flexibility. Flexibility exercises, also called lip slurs, are all about slurring. Only tongue the first note of each section as written and go for a clean slur. Notes should go from one note to the next without air pockets or cracks in between them. Just like long tones, maintain a steady sound and volume. Flexibilities are great for improving your range and ear. Notice how each section goes through all 7 harmonics of the trumpet. Now here's a tip for you. To go higher, curve your tongue up like when you whistle or when you say E. Remember that the air makes the sound, but the tongue makes the pitch. And don't forget your metronome. So real quick here, if you notice, at A, the first 3 measures has a 0 on top with a dashed line. That means that all those notes are played open. And then in the next phrase, all those notes are played second valve, etc. If you look at the B section, it just says continue using the harmonic fingerings. That means the first 4 measures there are all open. Then the next phrase, all those notes are second valve. The next phrase, all those notes are first valve. That's why it's so important to learn and memorize your trumpet harmonics. Now here's the demonstration for the flexibility section. Now here is the 4th page of our warm-up, and this section is tonguing. Tonguing is one of the earliest techniques you will learn, and it is very important because you will use it all the time. When doing these exercises, keep the notes long, not tied, just full value. This means do not play the notes staccato or short, unless it's marked that way. Start at 70 and slowly work up to 144, always clean. Now here's a tip for you. To play 8th notes full value, keep the air moving and bring your tongue forward to tongue without stopping the flow of air. Like always, ask your teacher for help if you're having a hard time. Now here's a demonstration for sections A and B of the tonguing section. Now we are finally at the last section of our warm-up, and this is step 5, the quick warm-down. The warm-down is to relax. Start very slow, and then speed up to as fast as possible, and then slow back down. Do this 4 times and aim to do it in one breath if possible. Notice that this is all slurred. That's kind of important part of getting relaxed to make sure that you're slurring everything. Don't worry about how fast or slow you can play it at first. Just make sure that you are playing each and every note, and notice how all of these notes are going through the trumpet harmonics that we've been talking about all throughout this warm-up. So this is the last section, and here is your demonstration. Alright guys, you've made it to the last page of this warm-up. This page here is just a trumpet fingering chart going from low F sharp to C above the staff. Thank you very much for watching this. If you would like to have this warm-up for yourself, just click on the link that I've provided for you in the description section. And if you'd like to watch more videos like these, just subscribe to the Trumpet Headquarters YouTube channel. Thank you again, and I'll see you soon.